Get your phone. Yep. Yep. Hold on.
Welcome to NVF Field here in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. As we finish off the season here with the last game of the year, it's Kennett Blue Demons hosting Oxford. Leading off for the Hornets is number 3 center fielder Aiden Hill. On the mound for Kennett, number 20 sophomore Brennan Smith. Defensive lineup, Seamus Walsh. Behind the plate, Thomas Edmonds at first, Matt Lee at second. Corey Burns at short, Mac Larkin at third base, David Lewis in left, Nick Patterson in center, and Ben Bullhouse in right. First pitch is a strike to Aiden Hill. And pitch number 2 is a high fly ball. Popped up in the infield, a major league pop-up there, and handled by number 8, third baseman Mac Larkin for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. Now batting number 11, Austin Tipton, the shortstop for Oxford. He takes first pitch, ball 1. From Brennan Smith, sophomore, getting his first start of the year. And there's ball 2. Late start here tonight for the last game, 6:45 p.m. start on a beautiful night, 74 degrees and sunny. And he too pops up his pitch, and Corey Burns is underneath it for out number 2. And Brennan Smith records 2 outs on the first 2 batters here in the top of the first. Now batting number 18, catcher Connor Riley. The Irishman digs in. And he takes a breaking ball outside for ball 1. And there's a strike to even the count. 1-1 here. Brennan Smith working in the top of the first. And there's a rip out to right center, and that's over right fielder Ben Bullhouse's head and off the wall for a stand-up double. It's reversed. And Riley doubles off the wall here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Bringing to the plate number 20, left fielder Connor Booth. Takes ball high. One-0 to Booth. And he fouls off the 1-0 pitch to even the count 1-1. One pitch from Brennan Smith. And the runner goes. And he gets a huge jump. He's in there easily for a stolen base with 2 outs, man on third, top of the first. And now that he has gotten a double and stolen third, they're going to courtesy run for him.
Oh, yeah. Let's go 2-0. Oh, yeah.
Number 10, Tim Hattel, pinch running. And Booth has worked it to a 3-1 count here with 2 outs. Top of the first inning, no score. And there's another pop up to the infield. Matthew Lee is under it at second base and records the 3rd out of the inning. And we head to the bottom of the first, no score. And we start the bottom of the first inning with leadoff hitter number 2, freshman left fielder David Lillis to the plate against number 16, Joey Kelly from Oxford. The right-hander throws a fastball in the outside corner, is fouled off by Lillis. And there's a fastball, misses high and outside. Oxford entering today's play with a 12-4 record in the Chessmont at the top of the division. Kelly's 1-1 pitch is a fastball hit well to center field, and that is over the center fielder's head. That's going to be extra bases for Lillis. He's going to have a stand-up. Oh, he slides anyway, but there's a leadoff triple for Lillis as the freshman delivers a well-hit ball to dead center field here at NVF in Kennett Square, bringing to bat the senior shortstop, number 1, Corey Burns. And Lillis will tag on this fly ball to center by Burns, who attacks the first pitch and gets himself a sac fly. And Kennett jumps ahead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. 1 out. And now batting senior center fielder Nick Patterson takes a fastball in the outside corner, strike 1. And there's a curveball in the dirt, 1-1 to Patterson. Blue Demons' leading hitter. He took 2 deep shots to center against Unionville on Friday night that were tracked down. And there's a fastball hit hard to short. And Patterson is retired 6-3. Now batting first baseman Thomas Edmonds gets a first pitch breaking ball as Kelly starts him off with the curve, and they're set up outside again. And there's another one. That one misses high. Edmonds, the number 4 hitter, senior first baseman, playing in his last game here at Kennett. 1-1 pitch is a fastball. Swings through it for strike 2. 1-2 count to Edmonds. It's bottom of the first inning here at NVF. Kennett leads 1-0. And he hammers a breaking ball with 2 strikes, and that's over the right fielder's head. That's going to be extra bases as Edmonds is into second base, standing up with a 2-out double on a nice piece of hitting as he took the breaking ball to right center over the right fielder's head. And that brings to the plate number 12, sophomore Ben Bolhouse. 2 outs. Bolhouse takes ball in the dirt. 1-0. Nice block by the catcher. 1-0 pitch to Bolhouse is hammered down the right field line. Oh, just foul. Maybe. Tough call there. As Bolhouse turned on that pitch. Bolhouse digs in here. And he gets a curveball inside, and he is safe at first base. On great hustle there by the sophomore right fielder as he beats out an infield hit. It's 1st and 3rd for the Blue Demons here in the bottom of the first inning as they lead 1-0, 2 outs. Coming to bat, number 18, sophomore Bailey Schindel. Schindel hits a well-struck ball to dead center field, and that, too, is way over the center fielder's head. And Schindel is at second base with a stand-up double. That plates 2 runs, and Kennett is off and running to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. And Kelly has seen a few hard-hit balls in the bottom of the first, and Oxford quickly has action in the bullpen as number 25, Connor Warren, gets loose. Now batting junior Matt Lee. Second baseman number 5 takes a curveball, strike 1 here. Billy Schindel on second, 2 outs, bottom of the first. And there's a fastball outside, 1-1 to Matthew Lee. And another curveball is down Main Street there for strike 2, 1-2 to Lee. 2-strike pitch from Kelly is a fastball inside. And that ties up Lee for the strikeout. And that retires the side in the bottom of the first. Kennett leads 3-0. Now batting for Oxford here in the top of the second inning. Number 22, Danny Wyatt. First pitch, fastball in the inside corner, and Kennett has made a change at pitcher. It is now number 18, sophomore Bailey Schindel replaces Brennan Smith. And he's ahead 0-1 here to Danny Wyatt, the right fielder. And that pitch is just a bit outside. 1-1 count. So Wyatt, who digs in, slightly open stance. And he takes a big hack there at the 1-1 pitch and fouls it back. 1-2. We are in the top of the second inning. This is the leadoff batter for Oxford. Kennett leading 3-0. And there's a changeup hammered to center field. Patterson's on his horse, and he makes the catch for out number 1. As Wyatt barrels up that changeup. And that brings to the plate number 19, third baseman Chris Walton. Pitch 1 is high to Walton. He's swinging the goods. Popular bat here in 2021. Schindel delivers. 1-0 pitch is high again. 2-0. And there's another high fastball from Schindel. 3-0 count here. 1 out. Top of the second inning. We'll see if Walton has the green light. He's taken all the way. That's a fastball down the middle. 3-1 count now. Schindel's 3-1 pitch is popped up. Thomas Edmonds is underneath that, and he makes the catch. Out number 2 here in the top of the second inning, as Schindel gets the first 2 batters and will now face number 28, first baseman Ryan Deweese. He takes the pitch low for ball 1 here. 1-0 here to Deweese. 2 outs, top of the second. And there's a fastball high from Schindel. Two-0 pitch now coming. Schindel in the windup. And it's 3-0. As we'll see if Schindel can battle back as he did against Walton. And that's ball 4-pitch walk to the number 7 hitter. And that brings to bat Michael Matuszewski. He's designated hitter tonight, number 12. He takes first pitch high, ball 1. Deweese on first. Matuszewski at the plate. 1-0 pitch, 2 outs. Top of the second. And that pitch gets by Ryan Smith-Walsh. And that advances Deweese to second base with 2 outs. Matuszewski digs in with 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 2-0 count. Pitcher's in the Wind up, and he takes fastball for strike one. 2-1 count here to the designated hitter. Schindel in the stretch. And he misses inside. 3-1 count now to Matuszewski. Three-one pitch is high and outside for ball 4. Runners now at first and second. And that brings up the number 9 hitter for Oxford, second baseman number 1, Owen Rector.
Let's go one.
Rector fouls off first pitch fastball. Oh, 1. 2 outs, first and second here for Oxford in the bottom of the second. Kennett leads 3-0. And there's a fastball down. It's 1-1 now to Oxford's number 9 hitter. Bailey Schindel on the mound for Kennett. He's in the stretch, checks the runners, and delivers a fastball that gets away from Schindel. Oxford now has runners on second and third with 2 outs. Rector, the number 9 hitter, has a 2-1 count. Schindel in the stretch. He delivers, and that's a pitch just outside. And 3-1 count here to Rector as Oxford's about to turn the lineup over. And the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the second. Kennett leads 3-0, 2 outs. Leadoff hitter Aiden Hill takes fastball down the middle for strike 1. Hill popped up to third baseman Mac Larkin in his first at-bat. He takes the 0-1 pitch, and that's outside. 1-1 count now to Hill. The center fielder from Oxford and leadoff hitter digs in. Schindel in the windup, and he delivers a well-hit ball out to center field. Patterson is back and underneath it for out number 3, and Schindel works his way out of the inning. It is 3-0. Kennett Blue Demons over the Oxford Hornets after 1.5. And we are now in the bottom of the second inning. Leading off for the Kennett Blue Demons is sophomore catcher Seamus Smith-Walsh. He faces Joey Kelly here with Kennett leading 3-0. First pitch is outside and low, ball 1 to Smith-Walsh. And a big hack there by Smith-Walsh. One pitch to Smith-Walsh is down, and he takes that and works the count to 2-1 as we bat here in the bottom of the second to number 8 hitter for Kennett. Hitter's pitch and is up 3-1. Smith-Walsh ahead in the count here, looking for something to drive. 3-1. Something meaty and in the middle, and he gets paint as Joey Kelly paints the outside corner on the 3-1 pitch. Smith-Walsh digs in. He's very close to the plate. Catcher sets up outside and gets curveball. Strike 3 on the 3-2 pitch to Smith-Walsh. He's down for out number 1 here in the second inning. Brings up the 9 hitter for Kennett. It's the freshman third baseman, number 8, Mac Larkin. He digs in. And he hits a fly ball to center, and that is caught by Aiden Hill, the center fielder. For out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. And that turns the lineup over for Kennett as freshman left fielder David Lillis takes to the plate. Lillis takes ball 1. Lillis tripled to lead off the game and scored, setting the tone for a 3-run first inning for Kennett. He's ahead in the count 1-0. And he gets a 1-0 curveball on the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 count to Lillis. And another one that's outside. 2-1 count. Lillis ahead. And 3-1 now to Lillis. 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second here at NVF Field. The Kennett Blue Demons leading the Oxford Hornets 3-0. And a 3-1 absolute paint job curveball from Joey Kelly. Respect pitch there as Lillis drove a fastball over the center fielder's head for a triple in the first inning. 3-2. And he gets another curve, and he hammers that to right field for another single. And Lillis is now 2 for 2 with a triple and a single, and Kennett has a man aboard with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-0 Kennett. Now batting for Kennett, it's the senior shortstop, number 1, Corey Burns. He takes fastball. Pitcher's pitch there on the outside corner for strike 1. Looks like we'll see if Kennett looks to run here. Lillis with good wheels on first base. And Kelly aware of that as he checks the runner. Lillis has a modest lead. Feet are moving. And he stays. And Burns hits a ground ball that is handled by shortstop number 11, Austin Tipton, for out number 3 here in the bottom of the second inning. After 2 innings, it is Kennett 3, Oxford nothing. And we head to the top of the 3rd inning with Kennett leading 3-0 over Oxford. Leading off for Oxford, number 11, shortstop Austin Tipton is hit by the delivery from Bailey Schindel, and he is on to lead off here, the top of the 3rd for the Hornets. Nobody on, and that brings up number 18, Connor Riley, the catcher. He takes fastball in the inside corner for strike 1 from Bailey Schindel. And there's a fastball inside statement pitch there from Schindel as he announces his presence with authority. 1-1 now. We are in the top of the 3rd inning. Blue Demons 3, Hornets nothing. Man on first, nobody out. 1-1 count here to Riley. And he gets fastball painted on the outside corner by Schindel. And it's 1-2 now to the number 3 hitter for Oxford. One-two count. Riley digs in. Schindel comes to the stretch. And he throws changeup. And that gets away from Smith Walsh and advances, tipped into second base with nobody out here in the top of the 3rd inning. And the big catcher from Oxford digs in, 2-2 count, and he gets a fastball outside. Full count now to Riley. Man on second. Pitch from Schindel is a fastball inside, and that tied him up, and he fouled it off to stay alive. And another full count delivery from Schindel is high. Ball 4. And runners are on first and second here to lead off the top of the 3rd for Oxford. Nobody out. Now batting, it's the 4 hitter for Oxford. Number 20, left fielder Connor Booth. Booth ahead. 1 ball, no strikes. And Schindel now looks to be losing a little bit of his command. It is 2-0 to the number 4 hitter with 2 men aboard. And here comes Kennett's coach, Joe Olakowski, to talk to Schindel. And Olakowski returns to the dugout, and it is now Schindel versus Booth here, first and second, nobody out. And whatever he said worked. That is strike 1. 2-1 count now. Runners on first and second. We are in the top of the third. Kennett Blue Demons lead Oxford 3-0 with nobody out. Booth now in a hitter's count, looking to drive something. 3-1 count. Short portion left here at NVF, and the big left fielder digs in, and he gets fastball in, and it's now bases loaded. And Oxford now threatening with bases loaded. Number 22 right fielder Danny Wyatt steps to the plate, and he gets a pitch right on the outside corner. And it's 0-1 now to Wyatt. Bases juiced. Bailey Schindel comes to the stretch, and he delivers a fastball, and that's hammered to right, and that's over Ben Bolhouse's head. And he has trouble picking it up, and Lee delivery to home cannot be handled by Smith Walsh, and that is a bases clearing triple that ties the game for Danny Wyatt, as Bolhouse had a tough carom there off the light pole, and the relay throw from Matt Lee short-hopped catcher Smith Walsh. And we are now all square here at 3-3, bottom of the third. There's nobody out with a man on third for number 19, third baseman Chris Walton at the dish for Oxford.
Oh, yeah, let's go, Chris! Go, 9! Leave it down there!
Walton popped up to the first baseman, Thomas Edmonds, his first at bat, and he's up 2-0, and he's now up 3-0. 3-0 count now to Walton. Nobody out, man on third, as Oxford has rallied all the way back from 3-0 to tie the game here in the bottom of the third, or top of the third. And now they have first and third with number 28, Ryan DeWeese, coming to bat. And Olakowski comes Ooh, I might have been off for that whole time. And we are in the top of the third inning, 3-3, as Oxford ties the game. And Olikowski now making a pitching change. Now pitching for Kennett, it is senior number 15, Sean Wright. Runners on first and third. We have nobody out here. And Oxford has rallied from 3-0 down to tie the game on a triple from right fielder Danny Wyatt. And they now have, and there's a sharp line drive between short and third to deliver the fourth run and put Oxford ahead 4-3 here in the top of the third. And DeWeese delivers the RBI single, and he is pinch run for somehow. And it's now 2-0 as Sean Wright falls behind number 12, the designated hitter, Michael Matazuski. And he takes changeup in the dirt. And Matazuski, who walked in his first at bat, is now ahead again, 3-0. And Wright delivers a fastball. 3-1 now to Matuszewski. Nobody out here. Oxford rallying with 4 runs and runners in first and second. Nobody out. And there's another pitch right down the middle. Matuszewski takes it. 3-2 count. DH. Would have thought would have liked to do damage on that one. And there's a sharp ground ball takes a wicked hop on the shortstop. And there's a perfect throw from Mick Patterson. And that is he runs into him, and that has to slide. Has to slide there, and that should be an ejection, but it's not. We'll see. And a great throw there from senior center fielder Nick Patterson. And there's a fastball in the outside corner. And now 0-2 to the number 9 hitter for Oxford, Owen Rector. Owen walked in his first at-bat, and he now bats with Menor on first and second. 1 out in the top of the third. Oxford leads 4-3, and he takes a curveball that he spoils. Nice pitch there from Wright. The senior now dealing in a tough situation as Oxford has scored 4 runs here in the top of the third inning to take the lead from Kennett. And there's another curveball, and that is a and nice play there by center fielder Nick Patterson as he tries to deke the runners on a bloop in front of him and fires to third base, but just gets away from Bailey Schindel, a slightly high throw. And now bases are loaded here. 1 out. And top of the lineup for Oxford bats, Aiden Hill, the center fielder. He gets a fastball in the inside corner that ties him up, and he fouls it off. 0-1 count now to Hill. 4-3. And he takes a ball there. 1-1 count now to Aiden Hill. Infield in for Kennett in the top of the third. And Wright pitches just low on the outside. 2-1 now to Hill, the speedy leadoff hitter, center fielder for Oxford. Oh, and he quick pitches him there. And that is hammered to left field. And that's going to score 2. And it is now 6-3 Oxford. Now batting, number 11, shortstop Austin Tipton fouls off pitch number 1, and Oxford's jumped ahead with a 6-run top of the third inning. They still have runners on first and second, only 1 out here for Kennett as Sean Wright battles in the final game of Kennett's season. And another curveball hammered up the middle, and that is going to be cut by first baseman Thomas Edmonds on a strong throw from Nick Patterson. They're not going to test his arm again, and bases are loaded for number 18, Connor Riley, the number 3 hitter. And Riley, who bats for the second time or third time. He is ahead 2-0. Riley had a double in the first inning and walked in his first at bat here in the third. And he takes ball 3. 3-0 count now to the 3-hitter from Oxford. And he has walked on 4 pitches. And that plates another run as Rector scores to make it 7-3 Oxford. 7 runs across here in the top of the third. Oxford still only has 1 out with their number 4 hitter, number 20, Connor Booth, at the bat. And Kennett coach Joel Lukowski comes out to the mound, likely to make a change here with Adrian Shevchuk in the bullpen. All right, and now pitching for the Blue Demons is Adrian Shevchuk, and he gets a swing on the first pitch from the 4-hitter, number 20, Connor Booth, who bats here with the bases juiced, 1 out, top of the third. Oxford's pushed 7 runs across, and there's a pitch down, 1-1 count. Booth has popped up to second and walked in his 2 at-bats. And he's looking to drive something here. 1-1, short porch in left here at NBF. And he gets inside fastball from Shevchuk. It's 2-1 count. 7-3 Oxford leads in the top of the third inning. And he hits a ground ball to short, and that is a ground ball that ends up being a 6-4 play and a put out there. A run pushes across for Oxford. It's 8-3 as Booth gets the RBI, and the slow chopper does the job for Oxford. Now batting number 22, Danny Wyatt, who tripled and scored 3 his last at bat. He had a 3-run triple. And runners off, and Booth takes second here on the defensive indifference there, and it's 1-1 now. 2 outs, 8-3 Oxford. And Shevchek's in the stretch. And he hits a foul ball down the right field line that's going to go untouched for strike 2.
Hey, Danny, that's all you, baby.
A big crowd here for the final game of the Kennett season at NVF Field. On a perfect night. Shevchek in the stretch. He delivers, and he hits his spot with a breaking ball on the outside corner that is spoiled by Wyatt. And the count remains 1-2. 2 outs, 8-3. Oxford leads here in the top of the third. Kennett took a 3-0 lead in the bottom of the first, and Oxford has rallied for 8 here in the top of the third to take the lead. They have runners on second and third with 2 outs. Danny Wyatt, right fielder for Oxford, digs in. And curveball is down the line, and that is going to deliver 2 more runs. It's 10-3 Oxford on a seeing eye ground ball, chopper on a breaking ball from Shevchek. And Danny Wyatt has 5 RBIs in this inning alone. He had a season in an inning. And now batting, it's number 19, the third baseman, Chris Walton. And Walton hits a hard ground ball to Corey Burns, who flips to second baseman Mac Larkin for the third out. And mercifully, the third inning comes to a close. It is Oxford 10, Kennett 3. And it is now bottom of the third. Leading off for Kennett Square is senior center fielder Nick Patterson, who hit a hard ground ball to short his first time up. His first pitch is a fastball. That's middle for strike one. And there's a breaking ball outside. Patterson evens the count 1-1. Oxford leads here in the bottom of the third, 10-3. And Patterson gets a breaking ball that he hits into left center field for a single to lead off Kennett here in the bottom of the third. And the senior in his final game notches a hit there. And here comes Thomas Edmonds. Edmonds had a double in his first at-bat. Line drive to right over Wyatt's head. Edmonds digs in. And he hits a bomb to center field. And the center fielder, playing very deep, is underneath it. Just a routine 380-foot fly out for Edmonds. He got a little off the end of the bat, I think. And there's one out now here for Kennett as they bat in the bottom of the third, down 10-3. Batting right fielder, sophomore Ben Bullhouse. Nick Patterson takes his lead at first base. Joey Kelly is in the stretch, and Bullhouse carves one down the left field line. It's going to fall. Joey Kelly, a famous pitching name there, as Joe Kelly, Red Sox, Dodger. And there's a fister up the middle, and that just gets by the second baseman, and Patterson hustles into second to make sure there's no fielder's choice, as Bullhouse muscled that into center for the second hit of the inning. And Kennett is now rallying. They have men on first and second with one out, and third baseman, number 18, Bailey Schindel, bats. He hit a rocket over the center fielder's head for a double in his first at-bat. And Kelly checks the runner at second. It's 10-3, Oxford, bottom of two, one out. Kennett with men on first and second. Schindel takes a first pitch. First pitch curveball, borderline strike, looked a little high. Schindel swings at a fastball in the outside corner and peels it back for strike two. He's down 0-2, and Kelly now in charge of this at-bat as Schindel has to fight with men on first and second. Kennett trying to rally after a 10-run top of the third from Oxford. He gets a curveball, and he spoils that out of play. Good fight there from the sophomore, who has been hot at the plate as of late. Oh, 2 to Schindel. First, allegedly, as Bullhouse is picked off. And Schindel now fighting with two strikes. And Schindel hanging tough here, and he spoils one out of play. again, and the count remains 0-2 as Schindel puts on a quality at bat. And Oxford is showing some good coaching there with an easy out gifted to them on the pickoff play as they throw behind Bullhouse at first. It's still 0-2 now to Schindel with runner on second. And high fastball, or high curveball, 1-2 now. Schindel has seen about 8 pitches in this at bat. And Kelly working, shakes off the sign, and catcher sets up away. He throws fastball outside, gets Schindel there for the third out, and we are through 3 innings with Oxford leading by a score of 10-3. And we start the top of the 4th inning here as Shevchuk faces number 28, Ryan Deweese, Oxford's. Big first baseman digs in. And he's ahead now. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch is Main Street there. 2-1. Shevchuk on the mound for Kennett. Throws fastball, and Deweese fouls that back. 2-2 to 28. Ryan Deweese, the first baseman for Oxford, as they bat here in the top of the 4th, leading 10-3 against Kennett. And again, a foul ball as Deweese hangs tough. Shevchuk, the 4th pitcher of the evening for Kennett, working with nobody on, nobody out, top 4. And there's a fastball inside, and that's ball 4. Now batting for Oxford, it's number 27, Caleb O'Connor. He replaces the designated hitter. Michael Matuszewski. O'Connor digs in. He's ahead in the count 1-0. Shevchik on the mound for Kennett, and he checks the runner at first.
Here, Caleb! Go, Caleb. Come on out. Go, Caleb. Hey, tap that right bumper. Get one more. All right, get one more.
And O'Connor's cut on the 1-0 pitch is a foul ball. That evens the count 1-1. The leadoff batter, Ryan DeWeese, walked, and there's a runner on first with nobody out, top of the fourth. Oxford leads 10-3 here at MVF Field in Kennett.
You definitely got one more LP in you. Right, they want you over there. They want you. LP.
Shevchik misses on the outside corner. It's now 2-1. Shevchik now down 3-1 to O'Connor. And there's a pitch on the outside corner to O'Connor. Makes it 3-2. Nobody out, man on first. And Adrian Shevchik shakes off a sign, checks the runner, comes to the stretch, and throws a fastball down the middle, grounded to third, takes a weird hop. And that gets by the second baseman, Mac Larkin. And a routine play that ended up taking a weird hop at the last minute kind of threw off Schindel as he fired to second outside the stretch of second baseman Mac Larkin, and that's now first and third, nobody out, with the number 9 hitter Owen Rector up. And Shevchik throws it into the fence there as he checks the runner, and that scores DeWeese from third, advances O'Connor to second, and Kennett now trails 11-3.
Right there. Let's go. Down shot.
Rector pops out to first baseman Thomas Edmonds, and O'Connor tags on the play and advances to third with one out. Now 11-3. Oxford leads here in the top of the fourth.
Now batting for Oxford, leadoff hitter, center fielder Aiden Hill.
Boy. Hey, right there. Hey, Andy, it has to be right there.
Yeah, you're
Come on, Andy. Let's go.
Now on the mound for Kennett is junior Matt Lee, and he is behind 3-0 to number 13, Chris Yaka, who bats with men on first and third, and Oxford leading 11-3 here in the top of the fourth inning at NVF. And there's a fastball for strike one. 3-1 count now to Yaka. Oxford rallies from a 3-run deficit and now leads 11-3. They have bases loaded. for their number 3 hitter, Connor Riley, the catcher, number 18, bats here now with a full semblance of, and he takes fastball over the head. Batting with the bases juiced. He's got a 1-0 count. It's number 3 hitter versus Matt Lee. And he takes another pitch, and it's ball 2. And Lee fires fastball to get the count 2-1, 1 out. Bases juice 11-3 Oxford, and Riley gets a fastball popped out of play.